Welcome everyone to the second episode of the Sportswear podcast. And today, joining us are Anmol and Eklavya. Anmol is a football enthusiast and a football fanatic from Delhi, and we've got Eklavya from London. So yeah, we're international now. Eklavya, how are you doing, man? Anmol, what's up, mate?
To be honest, when you said right, कि Eklavya is from Cardiff and I'm from Delhi, and you asked Eklavya first that how is Eklavya doing, I thought you won't be asking me because I'm from Delhi and he's from Cardiff. So that was a
Oh,
silly thing which happened right there. But
oh,
yeah, I've been
it's Delhi. It's Delhi. Come on, it's our
yeah. I
place.
mean
How can
yeah,
I
it's
leave you
our
out?
place. Just take pandemic out. Rest I'm doing fine.
That's the case for everyone.
Yeah, Eklavya, you're on mute, buddy. If you yeah.
Yes, even though I'm in Cardiff, Delhi is always in my heart. So great to hear from you, Anmol. And I'm doing good. How are you, Shivam?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing even better now that the both of you are here. We have one hell of a podcast for our subscribers, and we hope that they're going to enjoy this one because we are going to be covering the UEFA Champions League. The sleepless nights for Indians are back. Not the case for Eklavya, but he's been through it all. Finally, the Champions League anthem is going to be there, and we're going to be right on the edge of our seats. Finally.
It's better
So
than it's better than Arjit Singh singing, no? The
definitely, yeah, definitely.
champions.
Yeah, it's definitely better than him singing because in the end you don't end up crying. You just so pumped up to see your players go out on the pitch and defend the badge.
Actually,
So
I start, by tears in my eyes when I look at players coming on. The thrill, the vibes, and everything attached to it is no less than a romantic movie. To be honest, it's too good. I don't cry on romantic movies. Guys, don't judge me like that. But I'm just saying that it's not exactly like that. Drama is adrenaline. Drama is this UCL is UCL, mate. You can't argue, mate. It's just
And
outrageous.
contrary to what you said of people not crying like Arijit songs, I think fans will have to disagree after last year. So you
I
really can't
I
say anything.
hate to see that.
we all hate to see that. But the UCL anthem, and you've got a player like Ronaldo or Haaland in front of you doing that head nod. You just know it's going to be a special night, don't you?
Already pumped up, bro.
Just can't wait to see them, right?
Yeah, of course, man.
So moving on, we had quite an interesting, group, and we had a really interesting draw for the UEFA Champions League this time around. So UEFA actually thought of not giving us one group of death, but two of them, and just to make the group stages even more interesting. So we're in for an action-packed group stage this time around. Going on to the first group of death, we've got AC Milan, who are coming back into the Champions League after such a long time. We've got Atletico Madrid, the champions of Spain. We've got Liverpool, and we've got Porto. Porto definitely knocked out Juventus last season, so we know that we can't take them lightly. What are your thoughts on this, Anmol and Eklavya?
Uh See the group of death. Yeah, it's a group of death. I mean, okay, Liverpool is will be struggling this season. I feel so. I feel the attacking intent is not there anymore. They are still. I mean, they are predictable now. They have the mentality. They have the winning mentality, but they are predictable now. I can see a one clear winner in this, and that is Atletico Madrid. With Griezmann coming in, you can't take your eyes off them now. I mean, they are
With
going to be
Griezmann getting a
prolific.
haircut, you can't take your eyes
Oh,
off it.
yeah, that's a 2016 revisit right there. So yeah, it's a big
Yep.
up. Rest, it's good to see red and black back in UCL. I still remember that Kaka goal again, mighty United fans. So that was the last memory I had about AC Milan. So it's good to be. I'm not going to talk about Porto. I was sad when they knocked out Ronaldo out of Juventus. Ronaldo out of UCL, to be honest, and eventually Juventus. So that was another point.
So maybe we should be thanking Porto, right? They were the ones who put the final nail in the coffin for Ronaldo to leave Juventus. Like, come on, United fans, you got to be
Yeah,
thanking
actually,
Porto,
it's
man.
true, right? All superheroes don't wear capes, no. So yeah, the photo
Yeah,
is the
exactly.
photo is the real digger there.
I think Anmol covered everything, but just adding to what he said, Atletico Madrid are definitely serious contenders now, especially mainly I think more than just them winning the La Liga last season. Griezmann coming back gives the side a huge boost. Liverpool have got a point to prove after a really disappointing last season. Milan, very similar. They have their fair share of experience and history in Europe, have struggled for quite a lot of seasons. Porto are always a surprise package. I remember they put in a great performance against Man City as well, like you guys mentioned again, Juventus last year. So I think this is really going to be the group to watch. Anything can happen.
It's UCL after all.
This is going to be a group to watch, but not the only group to watch, because then we've got the Oil Clasico. I mean, PSG assembling a super team. I mean, they literally went out and played FIFA in real life. Man City, they've been doing it for the past 5 years. So, like, it really gives you the vibes of an El Clasico, but the only difference is that instead of L, it's oil, and that makes sense. And then we've got Leipzig and we've got Club Brugge. Leipzig, in the 1920 season, they were very close to, reaching the finals, if I'm not wrong. And Club Brugge, they have the tendency to surprise people at times. But when you look at PSG and Man City, it's hard to look past them because of the squads which they have assembled.
Yeah, I think speaking of the group as a whole, it shouldn't be a question City and PSG are going to go through, but it's quite possible that the winner of the Champions League comes out from this group. I think you can place your money on PSG, you can place your money on City. Uh, I think PSG they have to win it. I think a second place or a silver medal won't be enough for the amount of money they spent, which is actually not a lot, but the number of players and the kind of and quality of players they brought in. Man City, again, very similar. Man City have spent a lot of money cashing out 100 million on Grealish and still not winning the Champions League, I think will be a disappointment for Pep Guardiola and City fans.
Yeah, I just had this one question I wanted to ask the RB Leipzig, that what is the fun? I mean, why do they do this? Well, last year also they were in the group of death. At this time also they managed to get into the group of death. I mean, what's the point? What's the point? What are they trying to prove? And the next thing, I feel that if there's only one team which can defeat Leipzig, and that's Bayern. The Bayern took their manager, okay, they took their core defender, and they're not stopping there. They took their main CDM, the player who was actually performing throughout the season. So yeah, Leipzig is a bit tough to handle sometimes, but definitely the City and PSG. I mean, they'll top the group, they'll move ahead. And PSG not winning UCL this time. If they don't win it this time, they will never win it, and that's a hard fact, and everyone has to accept that. And just to talk about Club Brugge, I mean, we're talking about this. This reminds me of that video of the Slavia Prague president. When that was decided, yeah, when he was drafted in the group of Inter, Barca, and Dortmund. So that video, that's exactly Club Brugge president right there. So yeah, it's a group of death, and I mean, it's UCL boys. At the end of the day, pundits and whatever we say, whatever the pundits say, oh, we are also pundits, almost pundits, but whatever the things, or whatever the theories are, they are irrelevant. It's a fucking parallel universe. No one cares about that. So,
Yeah, but
hallelujah.
before we end the discussion on this group, my question is to Anmol. PSG, they have one heck of a team, but it's like they're not playing as how you expect them to play right now in the domestic league. Like, they're getting the wins, but there are certainly loopholes in that team. Do you think that the lack of competition in the French league, in particular, especially after the season which PSG have had in the transfer market, do you think that could, play to their disadvantage in the UCL, because the level of the game is one step higher, and they've got so many new players coming in trying to fit into the identity of Mauricio Pochettino? Do you think it could backfire?
See, talking about a competition in the league, it's quite irrelevant. Look at Bundesliga. What sort of competition there is? No sort of competition, right? There's nothing when it comes to competition. It's just buy and they are winning things. They are winning things. They are heavy challenges there. All right, let's talk about PSG. The only problem with PSG was their, leadership qualities on the pitch. And this season around, they have that. They have Marquinhos, they have Keylor Navas, they have Messi, they have Neymar, they have one more player, one
Ramos,
big
Sergio
player.
the
Ramos.
biggest leader.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. Sorry, Ramos. Yeah, I had to say the Ramos first. All right. So last season around, when you look at the City match, they lost it when they got the red cards, and those red cards were not necessary tend to be there, but they shouldn't have got that. They could have avoided that. And at times they tend to miss out on staying just committed to the game and playing with full potential. So, and So yeah, that was one thing which they fixed brilliantly. All right. Second thing, Pochettino. Not a big fan. He's good at building squads. He's building is good at he'll do wonders at Ajax. He'll do wonders at Dortmund, but not at PSG. He won't be able to manage such a huge squad. You need someone like Pep Guardiola to manage that type of squad. You need Jurgen Klopp to manage that type of squad. Pochettino won't be able to do it. So that's why I feel that even after this many acquisitions and this many players coming in, huge transfers in, and players not leaving, just staying committed. For example, Mbappe, sorry to disappoint you, Shivam, this season. Most probably next
It
season he'll be
pains.
there. Most probably. But yeah, eventually, I want PSG to win. Personally, I want them to win, but I can't see them winning. They are still not that squad which you are looking for. They're not that squad which can prove, which can win UCL. They're just not that type. I may be proven wrong at the end, but that's my opinion for now. I don't see
Yeah,
them winning
certainly. I
UCL.
mean, maybe you're right because they do seem to lack a bit of cohesion in the team. But PSG isn't the only side who have done a great transfer window. Unlikely, Manchester United have been all over the place in the transfer window. You can see the smile on Eklavya's face. The bright smile which we wanted to see since
I
2013 is
can, I
finally
can,
back.
I can see that smile on your face as well. Ronaldo is out of Juventus. How happy are you?
Win-win, win-win. For me and Eklavya, it's a win-win. Glory, 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 right?
Definitely.
It's a win-win for the whole fucking world. I mean, Ronaldo back to United. Big
It's
win,
just
bro.
it's a story which everyone wants to see, right?
Yeah, it's a fairy
It's
tale.
just that story. Eklavya, United, they've got a four-time UCL winner in Varane. They've got a five-time UCL winner in Ronaldo. They've got Mr. UCL. Let's just end it over there. How do you see these kind of signings improving the chances for United, who couldn't make it out of the group last time around?
Oh, I think over the past few seasons, we've seen United even struggle to make it to the Champions League. When they do, they fell out. For example, last season, United beat Leipzig, United beat PSG, but they did not qualify from the group because of Istanbul Basaksehir. So we did not have a player who could get us through those games, and I think that's where Ronaldo comes in. He's not only going to perform just against Istanbul, but he's also going to put in the performances against Leipzig or against PSG. Uh, Speaking of United's chances to win the Champions League, I think United do not have what it takes to win the Champions League, but Ronaldo does. We've seen that. We've seen his clutch moments for Juventus. I think Juventus getting as far as they did in the Champions League over the past few seasons was all because of Ronaldo. That team, the rest of the 10 players did not want to go there. They actually played like that. So similarly, United, they've got some good players. A Champions League winning team, maybe not, but Ronaldo coming in with his mentality, with the abilities that he has, adding to that Varane, we'll have to see. They have a surprise package there. They're winning the Champions League, maybe, maybe not. We'll just have to wait to see.
Just I just wanted you to end this discussion because it's really disappointing for me. I'm a neutral fan. It's really disappointing for me to because you didn't mention Sancho at all. You guys were you guys were dead ass after him for 2 seasons, and you don't include him in your discussions when it comes to UCL and United. How, Eklavya? How? It's a big question.
I'll tell you, because Sancho is yet to make his mark in UCL. When you're comparing him with the likes of Ronaldo and Varane, I think and Varane have certainly have the abilities and the trophies to back it up. Sancho, yes, he's played amazingly for Dortmund. He fits in perfectly in the role at United. Is he going to succeed? Yes, I think so. But is he the man who's going to bring us Champions League glory? No, definitely not. And I think many United fans will agree with me. Fantastic player. He will take us to the line, but we need a Ronaldo to push us over the line, get us the trophy.
That was it for our first episode of the UCL previews. We'll be bringing you more UCL content. So till then, please support us, like and subscribe to the channel, and also follow us on our social handles. All the links are there in the description box. Till then, that's it from the sports.